President Trump and Prime Minister Netanyahu have agreed on a peace plan for Gaza that now needs to be approved by Hamas. Will, what are the key details of the plan, and was anything notable left out?
The most significant part of this deal is that it entails an immediate ceasefire and a cessation of all military activities. That is a way of ending this devastating conflict that has resulted in more than 66,000 Palestinians losing their lives and a declaration of famine by the IPC. There will also be an immediate influx of aid, which is also going to be critical to helping with humanitarian conditions in Gaza. The US is going to be playing a big role in the governance of Gaza. I think that has surprised people. The US is taking leadership, with President Trump himself chairing this peace board that is going to be overseeing the governing of Gaza. Importantly, the deal says that Israel will not occupy or annex the Gaza Strip. That's important because in previous rounds of negotiations, statements have come out of the US expressing support for relocating Palestinians. Instead, it explicitly says that Palestinians will be able to stay in Gaza, and those that do leave will be able to go back in the future. Yet, Israel will maintain control of a buffer area around the edge of Gaza, which means that it will still maintain a lot of control over what happens and goes into the Gaza Strip. There are not very many details about what the governance of the Gaza Strip will look like going forward. There's also a reference to a pathway for Palestinian statehood, but it does not express any details about what that looks like, and Prime Minister Netanyahu has already said that's something that he will never allow to happen.
So what is the likelihood that Hamas agrees to the plan, and what happens if they don't?
Hamas is under a huge amount of pressure at the moment. Shortly after the plan was released, a group of Arab and Islamic countries expressed support for the plan. That means they have supported the disarmament of Hamas. And that's an important step which really raises pressure on Hamas. Having said that, some of the details of the plan were changed since President Trump presented it to these Arab countries on the sidelines of the UN last week. And I think some of the Arab states are quite frustrated by some of these changes. Yet, I think the pressure on Hamas means it could well be forced to publicly accept the terms of this deal. But then the real challenge will be on working through the implementation of it and working through those missing details from the plan. If Hamas does not accept it, then the US has pledged full support to Israel to resume its military activities in Gaza and to ultimately defeat Hamas militarily. And so Hamas is facing both diplomatic and military pressure.